let's master the art of introductions. Imagine this. You walk into a room for your dream job interview. The interviewer looks up, smiles, and asks the question you know is coming. Introduce yourself or tell me about yourself. How you respond can make or break your first impression. So here's the big question for you. Do you know the difference between these two common interview questions? And do you have the perfect answers ready? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have all the tools you need to ace this part of your interview and leave a lasting impression. But first, if you're new here on HR Inspire or you're a loyal viewer, we're your ultimate destination for practical career advice, interview tips, and strategies to help you land your dream job. Hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up so that you get more similar videos from us. Now, let's get you hired. Okay, let's be real. How many of you have walked into an interview totally prepared for those technical questions, only to be completely thrown off by something as simple as, "Tell me about yourself"? It happens more often than you think, and it's usually because people don't realize there's actually a strategy to these seemingly simple questions. First of all, you need to understand that introduce yourself and tell me about yourself are not the same question. They might seem interchangeable, but trust me, there's a subtle difference that could make or break your interview. Think of introduce yourself as the quick and dirty version. It's like a professional elevator pitch. You've got about 60 seconds to give them the highlights of your resume, focusing on your past achievements, your current role, and how all of that perfectly aligns with what they're looking for in a candidate. It's structured, factual, and to the point. Now tell me about yourself is where you get to open up a little bit more. This is your chance to tell your career story, but in a way that directly relates to the job you're interviewing for. Instead of just listing off your skills and experience, you want to paint a picture of the value you bring to the table. Think of it like this. Introduce yourself is like giving them the trailer to a movie, while tell me about yourself is like giving them the whole film, but make sure it's one they actually want to watch. Why is this distinction so important? Because your answers need to match the intent of each question. You wouldn't show up to a casual networking event with a full-blown PowerPoint presentation, right? The same goes for interviews. You need to tailor your approach to make the best possible impression. Remember, first impressions are crucial, and nailing these introductory questions sets the tone for the rest of the interview. So let's dive into how to craft the perfect responses for both scenarios. Alright, I know what you're thinking. This is a lot to remember, but don't worry, we have got you covered. We are all about simplifying things and giving you actionable steps you can use right away. So, we have broken down these interview questions into two easy-to-remember structures, PPP and SEAT. Let's start with PPP, your secret weapon for tackling introduce yourself. It stands for past, present, and plans for the future. Think of it like a timeline of your career journey. For the past section, you'll briefly touch upon your education, relevant qualifications, and any significant experiences that led you to where you are today. This is not the time to delve into every single detail. Just hit the highlights that are relevant to the job you're interviewing for. Next up, the present. This is where you talk about your current role, your key responsibilities, and the skills you've mastered. Again, keep it concise and focused on the value you bring to the table. Finally, the plans for the future. This is where you connect the dots for them. Share your career aspirations and how this particular role aligns with your long-term goals. This shows them you're not just looking for any job, you're looking for the right opportunity to grow and contribute. Now, let's move on to SEAT, your go-to structure for tell me about yourself. This one's all about showcasing your skills, experience, achievements, and type of person. Skills is pretty self-explanatory. Highlight the skills that are most relevant to the job description, especially those that set you apart from other candidates. Did you teach yourself a new programming language? Are you a master negotiator? This is the time to brag a little. Next, experience. This is where you back up those skills with concrete examples. Talk about specific projects or tasks where you successfully utilized those skills and achieved tangible results. Numbers speak volumes here, so don't be afraid to quantify your accomplishments. Now, for the achievements section, this is your time to shine. Highlight your proudest professional accomplishments, especially those that demonstrate your ability to excel in the role you're interviewing for. Did you exceed your sales targets? Did you successfully launch a new product? Let them know. Finally, type of person. This is where you inject a bit of personality into your answer. Describe your work ethic, your values, and how you contribute to a positive team environment. Are you a highly motivated self-starter? Are you a collaborative team player? Let them see what it would be like to have you on their team. Remember, these structures are just frameworks. You can adapt them to your own unique experiences and the specific requirements of each interview. The key is to practice, practice, practice. Alright, I know what you're thinking. This is all great in theory, but can you give me some real-life examples? Of course! Let's put these structures into action with some sample answers you can adapt for your next interview. Let's start with an example for introduce yourself using the PPP structure. Remember, keep it concise and focused. You could say something like, "Thank you for this opportunity. In the past, I've gained significant experience working in the fintech industry as a software developer. After completing my degree in software engineering, I worked at ABCD Company as a junior software developer, where I honed my skills in programming, cybersecurity, and fintech regulations. At present, I work at XYZ Company as a software developer, where I specialize in AI and machine learning. Outside of work, I enjoy traveling and trekking with a group of people, which helps me build collaboration skills. Looking to the future, I'm excited to bring innovative ideas to your team, expand my skill set within emerging technologies, and grow with CBA Company." See how that flowed? It was concise, it highlighted relevant experience, and it ended on a positive note, expressing enthusiasm for the opportunity. Now, let's move on to an example for tell me about yourself using the SEAT structure. Remember, this is where you get to showcase your value proposition. You could say something like, "Thank you for this opportunity. I have the skills you're looking for, including leading a multicultural team, project management with a startup stage experience. I'm a quick learner and thrive under pressure. My experience includes leading agile projects, where I consistently delivered outstanding results. One of my biggest achievements was cost reduction while improving the product quality and employee satisfaction, which earned recognition from my previous employer. I'm the type of person who is proactive, adaptable, and eager to contribute to team success. In this role, I'll ensure I add value by ensuring that there is continuous improvements in the process, and also improve the online presence of the products." Notice how this response went beyond just listing skills and experience. It provided context, highlighted achievements, and even gave a glimpse into personality and work ethic. That's what makes it memorable. These are just examples, of course. Feel free to tailor them to your own experiences and the specific requirements of each interview. The key is to have a structure in place so you can deliver your answers confidently and clearly. Now, we are going to let you in on a little secret. Even with the best structures and examples, the real key to acing these interview questions is practice. Think of it like this. You wouldn't just show up to a marathon without training, would you? The same goes for interviews. You need to put in the work to perform your best. Start by writing down your answers. This might seem old school, but there's something about putting pen to paper that helps solidify the information in your mind. Plus, it allows you to really refine your answers and make sure they flow naturally. Once you've got your answers written down, it's time to practice out loud. Stand in front of a mirror and rehearse your responses. Pay attention to your body language and make eye contact with yourself. It might feel awkward at first, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. If you really want to take your practice to the next level, record yourself. This allows you to hear how you sound and identify any areas where you could improve. Maybe you're speaking too quickly, or maybe your tone is a little flat. Whatever it is, Recording yourself helps you catch those subtle nuances you might not notice otherwise. But here's the thing. Practice isn't just about memorizing your answers word for word. It's about getting comfortable talking about yourself and your accomplishments in a clear and concise way. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become, and that confidence will shine through in your interview. And here's a bonus tip: tailor your answers to the job description. Before every interview, take the time to really research the company and the specific role you're applying for. What are their values? What are their pain points? How can you position your skills and experience as the solution to their problems? Remember, a personalized response always stands out. It shows the interviewer that you've taken the time to understand their needs and that you're genuinely interested in the opportunity. And that, my friends, is how you make a lasting impression. Now you're equipped to handle two of the most important interview questions like a pro. But wait, there's more. If you're preparing for interviews, check out our video playlist, Ultimate Interview Guide, Stand Out and Succeed, link in the description. And don't forget to tell us in the comments below, what job role are you applying for? This lets us tailor a video specifically for you to help you succeed. Finally, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like. We are here to help you achieve your career goals. Thank you for watching, and we wish you all the best in your next interview. You've got this.